I'll answer.
Okay. Next concept. Problems on first order reaction and first order reaction constant and half lifetime of first order. Okay. First problem. Only we have two problems. We will discuss. First problem. The reaction as a half lifetime is 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Rate constant for the first order. Calculate the rate constant for the first order reaction. Okay. Solution is half lifetime is given. T of is equal to 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes. You can calculate the rate constant. That is a K. What is the relationship between T of and rate constant for first order reaction is T of is equal to 0.693 by K. 0.693 by K. Already you know that T of is given. Okay, that's why you can substitute the T of value in this principle 0.693 by K. You can calculate the only equivalent constant, only first order rate constant. That's why K is equal to 0.693 by 10 is equal to K is equal to 0.0693 meter inverse, minute inverse, 693 minute inverse. Here. Okay. Question is the reaction as a half lifetime is 10 minutes. Then calculate the rate constant for the first order reaction. Okay. What is asking in this question? Okay, asking is calculate the rate constant for the first order reaction. That is a K. From problem, from given data. Okay, very important information is given. That is the half lifetime of first order reaction is 10 minutes given. Okay, what is the relation between T of and first order rate constant? First order rate constant is T of is equal to 0.693 by K. Okay, here T of is known, T of value. Then substitute this value in this principle. Then you can calculate you can find out the K value. K is equal to 0.693 by 10. 0.693 by 10. K is equal to 0.093 meter inverse. Okay. Next problem. Next problem. A first order reaction is a first order reaction is found to be rate constant. 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 K is equal to 5.5 into 10 power minus 14. K is equal to 5.5 into 10 power minus 14. 10 power minus 14 second inverse. Then calculate the half lifetime of the for this reaction. Half lifetime for this reaction. What is asking here? Only calculate the half-life time of first order reaction. what values are given, what information is given. So very important information is given, valuable information is given, that is a first order rate constant for first order reaction is 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse. 10 power minus 14 second inverse. Okay. What is the relation between the half-life time of first order reaction and first order rate constant? Rate constant for first order reaction. You know that very important relation. T of is equal to 0.693 by K. 0.693 by K. Okay. Already K value is given, that is here. Okay. T of is equal to, then substitute this value 0.693 by 5.5 into 10 power minus 14. 10 power minus 14. Okay. This is a negative power. Okay. Goes to nominator positive. T of is equal to 0.693 by 5.5 into 10 power 14. 10 power 14. This is a value of T of. This is a value of T of for the first order reaction. Then you can calculate, simplify this reaction, simplify these values. T of is equal to 1.26 into 10 power 13. 10 power 13 seconds. 10 power 13 seconds. Okay, completed. Okay. A first order reaction is found to be rate constant K is equal to 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse. Then calculate the half-life time for the first order reaction or first order reaction, this reaction. Okay. In which problem in asking the calculate the half-life time of first order reaction. From above problem, you know the rate constant, value. Okay, that's why the relation between the half-life time and rate constant is equal to T of is equal to 0.693 by K. Okay, here you can calculate the T of value. Then already you know the rate constant of first order value, that is a 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse. It is given in problem. That's why you can substitute the value in this principle. Finally, you got the value T of, okay? The value of T of for first order. T of is equal to 1.26 into 10 power minus 13 second. 10 power minus 13 second. Okay? Complete problems are two problems. You can discuss. Okay, clear. Problems are completed for first order and half-life time. Next one, very important. Integrated rate equation. Integrated rate equation for second order reaction. For second order reaction. Integrated rate equation for second order reaction. Okay. Already you know that very well. Okay. I can take one hypothetical reaction, that is A gives rise to B. Just assume this reaction is a second order reaction. That's why this is a second order reaction. This is a second order reaction. At time T is equal to 0. At time T is equal to 0. At which time the reaction does not start. That's why some amount of reactant present, but product are not found. That's why the amount of product generally just assume 0. The amount of reactant the concentration of reactant just assume C. It at 0 time. At 0 time C0. Okay. At time is equal to T. Some time passes. After some time reaction takes place. What is the meaning of reaction takes place? Some amount of reactant consumed and also it converted into product. Okay. After some time, some amount of product is formed, that is X. That is X. Okay. At which time the amount of reactant is decreases compared to the initial amount of reactant. Okay. At time some amount of reactant present, that is Ct or C naught minus X. C naught minus X, whatever it means. Okay. This is a concentration presentation at time is equal to 0, at time is equal to T. At time is equal to T. Okay. According to differential rate law, according to differential rate law, decrease the concentration of reactant and increase the concentration of product in unit time. In unit time is known as differential rate law. Okay, R is equal to minus dC by dt. This representation for any chemical reactions, generally presentation for this reaction, R is equal to minus dA by concentration A by dt, concentration A by dt. That's why this is a equation 1. This is a equation 1. Okay. Here C is represent the concentration of reactant, D is represent the changes of concentration of reactant, negative charge represent the decrease the concentration of reactant. Okay. T represent the time, D represent the changes in time. Changes in time. Okay, during the chemical reaction. Next one, very important. Already another rate law also present according to order. Rate law according to order. You know that rate law according to order, the relation between the mathematical equation that gives the relation between the rate of reaction and concentration of reactant is known as rate law, in which rate law the sum of the powers of the concentration terms presenting is equal to the order of the reaction. That's why R directly proportional to concentration of reactant. If proportionality is escaped, constant is coming Kc. Okay, already you know that very well. This is a second order reaction. That's why sum of the powers of the concentration terms in rate equation for this reaction is equal to 2. That's why you can write the 2 on the concentration term. Okay, on the concentration term. Okay, for this reaction, rate law for R directly proportional to concentration of A. Proportionality is escaped, K into concentration of A. Okay, this is a second order reaction. That's why you can write the 2 on the concentration term. This is a equation. Okay. Differential rate law for any reaction, R is rate is equal to minus dC by dt. Rate is equal to minus dA by dt. C is represent the concentration of reactant. D is represent the changes of reaction, changes of concentration. T is represent the time of reaction. Okay, D is represent the changes of time. Okay, rate law according to order. R directly proportional to concentration. Proportionality is escape, constant is coming, R is equal to K to C, but this is a second order reaction. That's why sum of the powers of the concentration in rate equation is equal to 2. That's why you can write the 2 on the concentration term. Okay, on the concentration term. Okay. Next one, from equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2. Okay. Equation 1 is R is equal to minus dc by dt. R is equal to minus dc by dt. This is the equation 1. Here equation 2, R is equal to kc square. R is equal to kc square. You can observe this equation 1 and equation 2. Left hand side R is equal. That's why right hand side you can equate it. Finally you will get dc by dt is equal to kc square. dc by dt is equal to kc square. I want taken concentration terms for this. Okay, this side, time term this side. Okay, finally you get the equation dc by c square is equal to k dt. This is a equation 4. Okay, I can remove the d value. That's why I can integrate this equation with limitations. Okay, integrate this equation with limitation. This is a negative charge. Okay, here dc by c square with limitation c naught to ct is equal to k into limited integrate dt 0 to t. Now observe this value c square. This is a power c power 2. Okay, it converted to integrated c naught to ct minus c minus 2. Okay, I am taken to nominator. That's why power 2 converted to negative charge. Into dc is equal to 0 to t k into dt. Okay, you can observe this integration formula. This is equal to the integration x power n dx, x0 to x1. Okay, this is equal to the x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, this integration formula presenting general formula of this equation. The general formula like this. General formula integration x n dx is equal to x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. C is a constant. Okay. Once again I repeat. From equation 1 and 2, rate is equal to minus dc by dt. First equation 1, rate is equal to kc square. This is equation 2. Here left hand sides are same. That's why you can equate the right hand sides also. Minus dc by dt is equal to kc square. I want concentration taken to this side and time term taken to this side. Finally, we get the equation minus dc by c square is equal to k dt. This is the equation 4. I can remove the differentiation value d value. That's why I can integrate this equation. Okay, integrated with limitation c naught to ct. Initial concentration is c naught, final concentration is ct. Okay, dc by c square is equal to k into integration 0 to t. Okay, initial time is equal to 0, at time reaction time is equal to t dt. Okay, here this is a denominator, c square presenting denominator. Okay, I want to take in denominator. That's why c minus 2, power converted to negative charge. C minus 2 dc is equal to k dt. Okay, with limitation 0 to 2. Okay, this integration formula like be a general formula of this. Okay, x integration x naught to x1 is equal to x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c constant. Okay, finally equation converted to negative charge x power n plus c minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1 okay, constant does not take any here, that is a constant value. Okay, constant does not take any here. Okay, c plus
C on the limits లో C on the
limits constant ones. Okay, c minus 2 plus 1 okay is equal to k into t minus 0, okay. Here you can observe this is a negative charge of final symbol c minus 2 plus 1 c minus 1 and minus 1. Okay, this minus charge cancel. Okay, finally you get the equation kt, okay, is equal to c minus 1 is equal to kt. C minus 1 I can write the 1 by c. Okay, 1 by c here c naught to cd, here c naught to cd limitations, 1 by c naught to 1 by c naught to ct is equal to kt. Okay, here finally 1 by ct minus 1 by c naught is equal to kt, or 1 by ct is equal to kt 1 by c naught. This is a integrated rate equation for second order reaction. Okay, this is a integrated rate equation for second order reaction. Okay, you can see the equation 4 in form of integration, that is equal to in the form of integration x power n dx. This is equal to the x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, c is a constant, that's why you can write the integration. You cannot write the integration formula. That's why this minus c minus 2 equal to n. That's why c minus 2 plus 1 by n plus 1. N is equal to minus 2. That's why minus 2 plus 1 with limitation c naught to c2 is equal to kt minus 0. Okay, here c minus 2 plus 1 is equal to minus 1. That's why you can write this c minus 1. Okay, minus 2 plus 1 equal to minus 1. Okay, here negative charge cancel. Okay, then cancel out. E is equal to kt with limitation c naught to ct. Okay, apply to inside 1 by c minus 1 you can write the 1 by c is equal to c naught to ct is equal to kt. Okay, you can apply the limitations in square bracket. 1 by ct minus 1 by c naught is equal to kt. 1 by ct is equal to kt plus 1 by c naught. This is a integrated rate equation for second order reaction. Next one, half-life time for second order reaction. Half-life time for second order reaction. Okay. I can take one hypothetical reaction. A gives rise to B. Just assume this is a second order reaction. That's why second order reaction. Second order reaction. Okay. At time is equal to 0, reaction does not start. That's why the amount, the concentration of A is generally just assume C0. Okay. Product are not formed. That's why 0. At time is equal to T off. Very very important. At T off. Okay. At half-life time, the initial concentration consumed exactly half of the concentration. Finally, at T off, at half-life time, the reactant concentration is equal to Ct off is equal to the C0 by 2. C0 by 2. Here some x. Here some x. Okay. Already you know that the integrated rate equation for first second order reaction 1 by Ct minus 1 by C0 is equal to Kt. At half-life time, Ct is equal to C0 by 2. Ct is equal to C0 by 2. K is equal to T is equal to T r at half-life time. Here, this is a integrated rate equation. Equation for second order reaction. Integrated rate equation for second order reaction. Okay. At half-life time, Ct is equal to C0 by 2. T is equal to T off. Okay. You can substitute these values integrated rate equation of second order reaction. Okay. Integrated rate equation of second order reaction is equal to 1 by Ct minus 1 by C0 is equal to Kt. Okay. At T off, okay, 1 by C0 by 2 minus 1 by C0 is equal to Ktr. At T off. Okay. This goes to denominator. 2 by C0 minus 1 by C0 is equal to Ktr. Okay, can take the LCM. C0. Take the LCM. C0 2 minus 1 is equal to Ktr. 1 by C0 is equal to Ktr. I want only T off. That's why T off is equal to 1 by C0 K. This is a half-life time for second order reaction. This is a half-life time for second order reaction. Half-life time for second order reaction. Clear? Okay. At half-life time, T is equal to Tr, Ct is equal to C0 by 2. That's why these values substitute integrated rate equation for second order reaction. 1 by C0 by 2 minus 1 by C0 is equal to K into Tr. Okay. Here 2 goes to denominator value. 2 by C0 minus 1 by C0. Okay. Denominators are also equal. That's why you can take the LCM. C0 is equal to 2 minus 1. Okay. 1 by C0 is equal to Ktr. I want only T of value. That's why T of is equal to 1 by C0 K. This is a half-life time for second order reaction. Okay. Logic.